Now in this video, we're going to use a brand new auto rigging tool, AccuRig, to rig a character. Now I specifically use this character because I'm going to run into problems and I want to show you how to fix it quickly, simply. I'm going to show you how to export to Character Creator 4, to Blender, to Unreal Engine, but not the full process for Unreal Engine and Omniverse. But I'll link a description to JS Films on how he does the Unreal Engine video. So go check that out and tell him I sent you if you go there. Let's jump into it. So let's start off by importing our character. Choose, find our character, Stormtrooper, let it import. And it looks rough as guts because my materials aren't right, but that's fine, we'll fix them later. Now this first section is we've got to set up the symmetry. Character will normally come in symmetrical because that's where the origin point is. So let's just go rig body, come back in a sec. And now it's applied these points. So obviously this is going to be the armature, so the bone structure. I've already done this character before and I know that there's an issue with the foot here. We're actually got to bring it forward. You can see here in the top right hand corner, it tells you where it needs to be. I am going to turn on symmetry. So when I move the right one, it moves the left one. And there we go. So I know that it just needs to come forward a little bit, but obviously we can adjust. So if you got longer arms or it's not right, wham bam, thank you, man. Line it up again. So straight away, let's go into rig right hand. Now here you can adjust the hand quite simply. This bone here, you can give it a rotation because sometimes the thumb rotates at a bit of a weird angle. So that's where you can set the rotation of the thumb. This one's fine. So I'm just going to press rig left hand, bam. And we can do the same here. Now let's finalize this character. So I'm just going to click finalize and you can see our character has come in fully rigged. Now this is the problem that I was talking about, is this bottom of the helmet. Now it's a helmet. So technically, you know, it is a person, but it's not a face. We're not getting neck stretch or anything. We're actually having problems with the helmet. So we're going to fix that in either Character Creator 4 or we're going to do it in Blender. So check the thing where you can move around. Now, exporting characters is really simple. Down the bottom here, I can click export. And if I want to go into Character Creator 4, I save it as an avatar. If I want to go to Omniverse, click on the one that says Omniverse. But the export FBX area, you can export it to pretty much everything. Unreal Engine, Blender, Maya, Max, Unity, you know, you've got your options. And it is all set up. Now, depending on how you set up the character with its materials, you might have to fix up the materials yonder. But importing everything is fairly straightforward. We will jump into Blender to fix up the face bit. But let's, for now, jump into Character Creator 4 and I'll show you how to fix that. So back into here, save avatar, Stormtrooper V2, save. So now we're in Character Creator 4. Let's import a file, import, go to our location. There it is. Let's double click on our avatar file format and let it open. And so our character's now in. If I just throw in an animation, we'll just kind of have a look at the rubbish that is happening here. Click and drag. Please work, press play. There we go. We can see that stretching. It's no good. So I'm going to pause that. Let's come into the sliders area and we're going to select skin weights. Yep, that's fine. And now we're in this menu. Now I'm not going to select the paint tool. I actually want the selection tool. Now I know that the helmet is separate to the rest of the body, so it's going to make my life so much easier. So let's come into here. I'm going to select one vertex and then I'm going to select a whole bunch by clicking, left clicking and dragging. And then over here, the selection tool, I can click grow. And so it's just going to grow my selection and we're going to make sure we encompass that whole helmet. From here, we can see that the bones that are controlling the helmet is the spine 2 and the head in the bottom right hand corner. So with the base spine 02, I can go quick replace. I'm going to set that to 0 and that will now remove the helmet from the spine. But I am going to select the base head and I'm going to make sure it's 1. So everything on that helmet will belong to that head bone. Now we're done. So let's go minus on the skin weight. And now when we press play, we no longer have any deformation on the head. So that's pretty cool. And now we've got a character in Character Creator 4. Then we can do all our stuff, go into iClone, Let's go check out the Blender method. So jumping back into AccuRig, let's go File, Export. Let's go into the Blender. From here, Original, yes, that's fine. Export, and I want to call this one the Blend, and go Save. Now let's crack open Blender. So let's select everything with A, delete, File, Import FBX. Go to the location of where our file is saved. I'm going to click on Stormtrooper Blend, Import, and there we go. We've now got our character imported. If I select our rig down the bottom here, press pose, let's select our head, which I think might be this one. You can see that we've got that stretch, and we spoke about that earlier. Let's come back into object mode. Let's select the top here. I'm going to come into the vertex groups here on the right. Let's go ahead, tab into edit mode. Let's select all this, Control L to select everything that's linked. I've got a few pieces that I've missed, so we'll make sure we select them, Control L. So now we've got the helmet separated by itself. That's the word. Click on the vertex group specials. From here, I can remove from all groups. So now this helmet isn't parented to anything. And then let's go ahead and find CC underscore base underscore head, I believe. There it is. And click assign. Assign. Yeah, I did. Sweet. From here, let's go back into object mode. We can select our rig again and come into pose mode. And now we can move our head around. Wait, forgot to mention something. Hold on. So, AutoRig Pro. Now, AutoRig Pro is a Blender add-on that does all this as well. So, why still use it? Well, so AutoRig Pro has a whole bunch of other features involved with it as well. However, the main reason why I still will continue to use AutoRig Pro is QuickRig. So if I go into AutoRig Pro, I've got my rig selected. Up into QuickRig, I can go Character Creator 3, Character Creator Plus, OK, and then I'm just going to click QuickRig. Let's make sure we go Preserve Volumes, press OK, and the character will be rigged properly in Blender so you can do all your animation. I still recommend get AutoRig Pro regardless.